Hi everyone, so today I thought I would try a summery look. Hopefully this is something that you'll like, and I've got some good tips in today's. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, I don't know whether you get this as well, but I definitely do. If I've had my makeup on for too long, something like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours for a night out, I do find it either moves, smudges, or comes off completely. This is a really good eye primer. It's called NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. It will hold all your eye makeup that you do in place. And all you do is spread it over the lid. It dries to sort of a clear, and you have to let that dry. And it works amazingly. It literally will hold your makeup in exactly the place you've applied it, and it won't move. So any big special occasions, any weddings when we're allowed out again, parties, nights out, it is a brilliant, brilliant product, because it will, any eye base will work. Laura Mercier does some, NARS does some, Bobbi Brown, most of the houses do it, but this one is one of my favorites, and it's not too expensive. Can't remember exactly how much it is, but I think it was around the £20 mark. So in Space NK and anywhere that stocks NARS, they will have it. It's called Smudge Proof, but I'll put that in the description at the top. Today I'm just going to do a really simple look. It's with a beautiful palette. This one is my Huda Beauty palette, the nude palette, and it is really gorgeous. It's that. And I'm actually going to use my finger, because it's such a high shine. As you can see, the gold, not all the colours in the palette are as high shine as this, but this definitely is. And for some reason, I find it works better with a finger application rather than a brush. You seem to be able to pick up, there's more density of pigment. And I like to put a tiny bit in the corner, just in there, on that lower bit there and there. Okay, so you could just put some eyeliner on and leave that as it is, but I'm going to add another colour to it. Now, I'm also going to show you another product which I think is very clever. Now, this is a nude eyeliner. This one again is NARS, but I also have one by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and most places do it. And this time I'm putting the creamy white along the lash line, in the waterline. If you look, the difference between the two, my eyes look whiter, clearer, brighter, bigger. It is a great trick. If you're feeling tired one morning and you want to feel awake, you want to look awake, even if you don't feel it, put this colour in the waterline and it makes you look healthier, makes you look well, which is great. Now I'm going to use a pink colour, and I'm going to use it all just in, I think I'm going to go with that one actually, the really pale, because it comes out slightly brighter than that when it's on. We'll see what it looks like. If not, I'll add another colour over the top. Okay, I'm going to use a brush about this size because I want it slightly smaller to get more density of colour into the crease, because I'm not putting it all over the lid. I've already got the gold in the lid. So this, I'm just doing in the crease of my eye, in that socket. Okay. It's actually quite a nice preferred look for brides because it's more natural but quite pretty. I'm going to do the same on this eye. I'll blend it all in more after. I just want to get the application on. this Huda Beauty palette you can get in most places. You can definitely get it online, but you can also get it in places like Selfridges. All the big department stores will do it. Now I'm going to use a blender brush, the big shader brush, which looks more like that. See the difference? And this is fluffier, bigger, and blends everything in better, looks better. It's quite a subtle look. You can do it more actually. You could do a brighter colour. You can use any colour. You could use a brown to do this same look, same technique. You're just putting it in the crease. Put it on with the one brush and blend with the other. Oh, it's a sunglasses mark. It's nice if it's not rosacea, it's sunglasses. Right, now what I'm going to do is use a little bit of eyeliner. I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner, which I know most people find quite difficult. I usually use a pot. It's like an ink pot with a very fine brush, but these are much easier to get hold of, and it's just an eyeliner pen, which you can get anywhere. You can get them in Superdrug, you can get them anywhere. I'm going right in close to the lash. I want it so that there's no gap. Do you see? There's no gap between the lash. God, I can't speak again. Sorry, guys. Can't move my mouth and I'm doing my eyes. So it's like that. That's exactly how I want it to be. I'm not going to go right the way across and down. You can if you want, but I find it's more flattering to the eyes when you get to the peak, the top there. It's just there. Take it from there. I tend to find that's nicer. But it all depends. We've all got very different eye shapes. That's not bad. Okay, I've just taken it out slightly there. So, what I'm going to do now is put some mascara on. And then I'm going to do my face. Now, if you wanted to with this look, you really can just leave it as this. Or, again, get right into the root of the lash. Or, you can put a little bit, some people prefer to see a little bit of definition underneath the eye as well. So in that case, you would just put a small application of a brown eyeshadow, or even use a little bit of the pink just on the outer edge. Depends what you prefer. There's so many different looks. There's no right or wrong. It's just what you want to do. You'll all be pleased to know, as these tutorials go on, I've got rid of the Lindor balls. So hopefully my rosacea will start to go down. God. Right. Now, today I'm going to use a beauty blender. Now, I've washed it and wet it so that it's swollen up. This is what you want to do, because they're much smaller when you buy them in the shop. Now, beauty blenders, because I'm actually going to use Armani Luminous Silk. Armani Luminous Silk in number 7 for me. And again, this isn't as expensive as you would think it would be, considering it is Armani. But it's, I think it was only, is it about 37, something like that. Again, it's a very lightweight, beautiful foundation. I love them really lightweight, and if they're not, it doesn't matter, because sometimes we still want that coverage and that heavier coverage. So if that's the case, then if you use a beauty blender like this and you apply with that, it makes the application slightly thinner anyway. And again, you don't need very much. I'm using tiny amounts. But I do like the fact that it makes you look like you've got a second skin. It's like, it's so fine. There. Now, I look a little bit tired, so I'm going to use an under eye highlighter. Now, the one I've chosen to use today is Touche Veloute by Terry, and it's really lightweight. In fact, by Terry, she's called Terry de Gunsberg, and she actually invented Touche Éclat for YSL, for Yves Saint Laurent. And this, in all her products, she tends to have actual skincare within her makeup products, which is why I like it. Now I'm just going, and this particular one is light reflecting. You can use more than this. Mine's running out. I love it. I love it so much. Now, I'll just do a bit down here. A bit of blending here. Now I've put it on just really randomly. It's a pump action, so it comes out the end. Now I'm just going to let that dry for a second, and then this isn't a concealer brush, but it's a shader brush for your eyes. But I love it for doing under eye concealer because I find it's so light that it actually gives a beautiful coverage. It's not heavy. You can properly spread it out because you don't want too much. Like I said before, less is more. I actually do need to put a tiny bit more cover up here. It's only got a bit of eczema. Nearly done. Just touch up where you see different places that you want more coverage. And I love this little brush because it picks up the product but not too much. Okay, now the other thing I really love is NARS Laguna bronzer. This has an olive undertone, so it's going to suit most skin types. And I am just going to use, I'm actually going to just use a big fluffy brush with it today. I'm just going to use a brush like this. And I've just swirled it round. I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to do like a number 3. Or the letter E. And then it looks like you're sun-kissed, but not too crazy. You haven't got an orange face. Okay. I'm going to do my brows. Now, today I'm going to show you a different product for the brows. It's slightly more defined, but I think you'll like it. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Dip Brow Pomade, and it comes in all different shades. This particular one is ash brown. I would always go more ashy with the brows than orange. I find it is better. Now for me, what I'm going to do is do underneath, get that sweep underneath, follow the natural line at the base of the brow. I've not taken very much product, but if you can see, there's that. Now, I'm not going to put any more on, just going to carry it further up. I'm brushing the brows that way there, but I'm not actually putting any product on as such. I'm going straight across. Like that with the brows. Okay. Then, same this side. Don't be afraid of this. If you make any mistakes, and we all do, you can just take it off. It's just makeup. Now, brows will always look a little bit fake when you've first done this. So the key to stop that, to rectify that, is to brush them through. Even if you've used a pencil, brush them through afterwards. Okay, and then they don't look quite so definite. Okay, now I am going to use a blusher. And I've got Anastasia Beverly Hills, different powders. I think I'm going to go with this one, just as a lightweight, because I've done like golds and pinks on the... And I'm just literally, I'm not taking very much. I'm just putting it on the apples of it. Okay. It's quite a fresh look. Not too crazy, not too bad. I really love this pale eyeliner in there because it does make your eyes stand out. Now, I thought I would go with a nude. This one is, should I go with a nude? I might go with this. Actually, no, I'm going to go with a bright colour. I've done nudes most days. Today, I'm going to go with Lipstick Queen. Again, I love Lipstick Queen. And this is called Jungle Queen. But it's kind of a peachy apricot-y colour, which might be quite nice. I'm actually only going to do one layer because I don't want a heavy lip. I just want it to be quite a pretty look. Peachy, pretty, quite nice for a wedding, something like that. And I haven't lined the lips because I'm finding that too harsh at the moment. If I was doing a different look, then I probably would. Anyway, I hope that helps. And let me know if you want any more. I'm going to be putting most of these on my YouTube channel now instead of Facebook, because I don't want to bore everybody on Facebook. So any questions, just give me a shout.